just a quick word from the boss. This is now the 4th take.
Hi, this is Justin from scalemaderscenery.co.uk and railwaymodellers.com. Wednesday again. So really quick update tonight because to be honest, I'm ready to go and sit down this evening. It's been a hard day. We're sort of caught up now after Whalley. Thank goodness everything's pretty much on track. Got one more order I think to go out, which is from before Whalley for an engine shed, which we'll get that sorted tomorrow. And everything's about on track. We had some problems with one of the lasers last week on Friday. We lost the tube on that one, so that got replaced Monday. But then there was a problem with the power supply, so we had the engineer back out again today, who's now sorted everything. So we're now back up and running on all 3 machines. Everything's going okay, and I think we've sorted the 3D printer as well, which was giving us grief. So it's been a bit of a challenging week. I know it's a challenge most weeks, but this week has been a bit of a tricky one. But we're getting there. In terms of what we're working on, Ian's doing lots of work on the club site. He's putting a couple of articles up about building our demo layout. I'm not sure which bits he's covered this week. He did tell me on Facebook Messenger, but I can't remember what he said. But that'll be in the weekend's newsletter. It's probably up live on the club now anyway, if you want to have a look. I've been taking care of stuff behind the scenes most of the week, but what I have been working on is I've been updating our laser cut basic pavement packs. Trevor from Ireland asked a few questions on one of the orders that he placed about why we got different patterns on the MDF one versus the card one, etc, etc. So I've decided to redo some of it and make it a bit more logical, basically improve it really. There's nothing wrong with it in the first place, other than the way the pattern matched up wasn't exactly as it perhaps would be in some real life situations, so I've tweaked it a bit. So what I've done is we've now got, I can find the right version, there'll be 2 versions of this. Obviously the pavement strips are straightforward 3 foot by 2 foot pavement slabs. These will stay the same, no changes to these at all. The corner strips are the bits that are changing because there's 2 styles for laying slabs. I went originally off the pavingexpert.co.uk or something like that, Paving Expert website for some of the layouts. What I've done is I've tweaked it based on 2 common patterns for paving slabs. The first one, and sort of the one that was used pre-1950 and then post-1980, where you find slab pavements, although you don't find slab pavements these days much at all now. But for those periods, so before 1950 and about 1980 and after 1980, they would use a run-out method. And what it is the slabs basically in a corner. If you can see this, I'll pop one out of it in a second. The pattern on the corner basically continues from the main section of paving. So if we pop that one out, this is a right angle section. You'll see the pattern on there. If you can see the pattern on that piece, it continues, the 2 slabs and the 3 parts and the 2, etc, into the corner. Now what they do is when they're laying it, they carry on out, run out into the corner, and then they start again from that side on the next part with the same pattern again, but carry on. So you get a mismatch of the line of the joints there, but you get a matching up of the joints on that one. So same goes for the other angular sections we do. We've got a 60-degree section, which again fits in here. This is where I'll check my work and make sure I've actually done exactly what I'm supposed to do. As you can see, 60-degree pieces, that matches up as well, and obviously you just get an angle on that joint. Now, this obviously for whoever's laying the slabs meant lots of cutting, but it was the old way they used to do it. They used to keep things simple, and then they'd have lots of cutting on the joints. Now, the other method is called a Newtown method, and I'll show that in a second. But in this particular set of pieces, I can find the other one. Where's it gone? There. Couldn't see for looking. We've also got a 60-degree, 90-degree section, and we've also got a 120-degree section, so you can sort of double back on yourself with that one if you like that. So that's the run-out method, which continues the pattern straight out off the end of the road or off the end of the pavement and carries on that way with a mismatch. Then the other version is the Newtown method, where the slabs are laid at, let's see this, pop that one up, at 45 degrees. So when we go onto the corner of that one, this was used between 1950 and 1980 and was actually designed to give tradesmen less cutting to do on corners, or easier cutting anyway, but a lot less cutting for the corners. And I think that personally, I think that's a neater one. If I was laying them, I'd go with that one because I prefer that. But as you can see, the lines there, the joints are 45 degrees to the joints on the main path. So again, with this one, we've got a 90 degree, we've got a 60 degree corner, which gives us that, like that. And then we've also got the 120 degree corner, which goes in like that. So instead of there being 4 parts to this range now, there'll now be 7, because you've got a choice of 3 different corners now. So these will be available from tomorrow, all being well, if I can get some time on the computer tomorrow and get them all listed. The older versions I'm going to put up in a clearance section. We've got quite a few of the older sections, so there's nothing wrong with them, it's just that they don't match up quite as perfect as they should do. Still perfectly usable, so I'll pop those in the clearance section on the website for, I don't know, 50p or something. So I'll get those sorted. The same will apply to the cardboard version of this. The cardboard packs, the LX253 I think it is, which is the cardboard version of the straights. You actually get slightly more of the card versions than you do the MDF ones. And the same with the corners, there's more corners and things in this. So it's just because of the sheet size that we work with and things like that. But the same will apply to those, there'll be more choice on those. But I'll get it listed on the site tomorrow for the card and the MDF ones, and then you can have a look and there you go. So that's what we've been doing this week. Not very exciting, but it needed doing. Hopefully when I get these sent out to Trevor, he'll be happy with these. I think they work nicely. These are made of 2mm MDF, and the card we use is also 2mm grey board, which is under this one. That one, the grey board that we use for that, has quite a nice kind of concrete effect to it anyway, naturally. So if you don't want to do too much painting and weathering, the grey board version of the slabs, slab pavement sections works quite well. Can be used straight out of the packet. These ones need painting up. You can use oil-based or water-based paints. If your layout is in the loft or somewhere where it can get damp, maybe in a garage or a shed, it's perhaps worth giving it a coat of an oil-based primer or something like that, just to protect it. But if it's in the house or in a fairly dry environment, you won't have any problems with this anyway. Ian gets good results working with the MDF with just using Wilko's tester pots, the emulsion tester paints. So 2 or 3 grey colours, a nice grey base coat, and then a couple of other shades of grey and brown just to dry brush things and to highlight a few areas, and these look pretty good. So they're 2mm MDF, which is equivalent to a 6-inch high curb, which is about right really, just about between 4 and 6 inches anyway, so they'll be fine for that. The same goes for the card. So that's what we've been doing this week. Once that's out of the way, I've got a million and one other things on my to-do list from Morley. Loads of people asking for things. One thing we want to do is split up some of the cast iron speed restriction signs into smaller packs and do separate denominations, I suppose is the right word, I guess, for the different speeds, so 15 mile an hour, 5, 10, whatever, do packs of 3 or 4 of those in mini packs. So I want to try to do those before Christmas if I can, and then get back onto other bits that I should be doing. So that's about it for this evening. I'm going to go and watch Celebrity in a minute when I've written up the newsletter and press send. So I'll catch you all at the weekend. Have a good one, and thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Hopefully over the coming weeks we can do some actual proper tutorials and bits and bobs and some more in-depth videos, but once we've got the kind of Christmas rush out of the way, we can get back on stage. Alright, thanks for watching. Cheers.